Here we are. Here's the new roof, brand new gutters. Now that we know this is all part of your property too, I still honestly would have never guessed that, but it is. I always say follow the tree line, so that tree line over there is probably it. And probably those two trees back there. Maybe even that third big one, but those two right there in a straight line for sure. As you can see, the grass is getting long, or maybe you can't see very well, but it's getting pretty long. So if you haven't set up mowing, it would probably be a good idea too. Normally it's too hot this time of year and you don't have to worry about mowing at all because everything's kind of dead. We've just had a really weird summer, so I don't know if it's done doing what it's doing. It has been colder lately, so I would recommend having someone come mow this here within the next week or so, and then kind of just waiting to see what the weather does, because if it doesn't rain again for a while, it might be okay. Not for like ever, but I mean for like, you know, maybe a month or so. Lots of pretty flowers blooming. Those all usually would be dead right now too. Not this year. And upon entry, still looks the same. Everything's still here. It is cleaner, but also like it's not perfect. A lot of times, I mean, there's still some bugs and stuff, dead bugs. A lot of times, if nobody's living here, they just keep coming. That actually was from me when I opened the door, so I'll kick that out before I leave. These baseboards and such, sometimes you just have to literally repaint them just to get the scuff marks out. Oh, well, they didn't clean in there at all. That's squeaky clean. In here, I'm not an inspector, but I would 100% recommend using the vent in here if you use this room to shower, because it looks like the paint was peeling. I didn't see that before. And I could be wrong because I'm not an inspector, but if it was my house, I'd be like, turn the vent on, because I say that to my son all the time, and he also hardly ever does it. The other bedroom. No, they didn't clean in here either. I actually asked her for the receipt for the cleaners, and she didn't send it yet. And I asked for the roof completion too, and she texted me back a screenshot of Kenny, who did the roof, saying he would get it to us tomorrow, the certification and such. I know she's been asking him for it, but contractors in this area really don't like paperwork. I know it's a silly thing to say, but this is a common issue. A very common issue, unfortunately. Not just with one person, but with a lot of contractors here. They'd rather do the work, but not the papers. Nope. Here's the light showing that this was clean. Let's pull it open and, oh, she's all put back together. How do I make that be off? Oh shoot. Maybe if I just leave it. Okay. What's it doing? I'll have to text her because maybe it'll just shut off. I'll come back and look. The water is off. You'll definitely want to give them a call. Somebody lit a candle. Weird. Ooh, that smells like cotton candy. I don't know about that one. Some cleaning stuff. This stuff actually works really well. I use this on my stovetop. Let's see if it has that red scrubbing thing, except that one's dirty, so it's kind of gross. But yeah, I use that on my electric stovetop because it's super hard to clean. And that stuff works. I got it off Amazon. I always say, whatever's here after closing is yours. So if there's an air compressor in there, I'd say congrats. It might also just be an empty box. Also, when I started going through and turning on all the lights, I kicked the AC down one because that was one of the TRR things and it matched it. When I got here it said 72, 72, so I just knocked it down to 71. Sorry, don't judge my fingernails, they're really bad right now. I'll probably put it at 73 if that's okay with you. It was at 72 when I got here and it feels nice in here. That's the what it is right now button. I could even make it 75 if you want. Just let me know next time I'm out here, especially if it gets really cold. That might be a good idea too. But it is a little warm, or supposed to be this week. It's supposed to be in the 80s and 90s, I believe. So 73 would probably be good. I'm really not sure who the heck they paid to come clean in here. Let's go out back real fast. I'm gonna send some photos to her because I'm just gonna push a little on my end to see if they'll send someone back out because it's in the contract. Again, grass is really high back here, but also I think it's a little bit of a hill. I would have someone out here within the next week or so for sure. I don't want to stick on a snake. I'm going to go over here just to show you. Everything is good. Oh my gosh. Dang it, that looks like that's open. Probably from the workers. You got some mushrooms growing. I'm gonna go back. I'll close that at the front though. Sorry, I'm a chicken. I think that's about it. I'm gonna go take a couple of those photos of some of the nastiness I saw. And just push and be like, hey, I don't have a receipt and this place is dirty. But okay.